Hey everyone, welcome back to iHeart Sports. Today I'm coming with, unfortunately, some not so good news. Miami Marlins, I'm sure most of you might have heard already. Video's coming out a little late, but Miami Marlins 14 players have been, 14 team members slash employees slash coaches have been found to have been diagnosed with the COVID-19 coronavirus. It's a little upsetting. We're only 4 days into the season and already we're having issues. I guess we expected it to eventually happen to this magnitude. I don't know if anyone was quite ready for it to happen. There's a lot of reports saying that Marlins knew their Sunday starting pitcher had already been diagnosed. Another player, possibly two people, already diagnosed positive, and they still chose to play, which to me is a little bit crazy. They weren't sure of the size of the magnitude of this whole thing at the time. I guess they've had it's been reported that they had a team vote, I guess, whether they were going to play. Still some questions surrounding whether their opponents at the time, the Phillies, knew everything, but it's been reported that they at least knew that this was going on and that they were wearing face masks during the game for that very reason. However, it's led to two postponements on Monday today, Marlins game as well as the Phillies game, because they were playing in Philly. The Yankees were supposed to play in Philly today. The Marlins were supposed to play with Baltimore at home. However, the Marlins are still stuck in Philadelphia as they've been quarantined. 14 people diagnosed with COVID-19 and more tests still being underway, specifically with the Phillies as well. MLB came out with a statement regarding it. Tonight's scheduled games between the Marlins and the Orioles at Marlins Park, as well as the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Yankees at Citizens Bank Park, have been postponed. League Baseball conducts additional testing. The members of the Marlins traveling party are self-quarantining in place, so that means they're in Philadelphia while they await the results. MLB has been coordinating with the Players Association, the Marlins, the Orioles, the Marlins' weekend opponent, the Phillies, and the club medical staff, and will continue to provide updates. So we don't have a whole lot of updates yet. The Marlins GM, president, CEO, whatever, Derek Jeter, came out with his own statement. The health of our players and staff has been and will continue to be our primary focus as we navigate through these uncharted waters. After a successful 2.0, we are now experiencing challenges. Once we went on the road and left Miami, postponing tonight's home opener was the correct decision. As we take collective pause and grasp with the situation, we have conducted another round of testing for our players and staff, and we expect the results later today. And as soon as they know, they will provide more additional information. This statement, I think, is complete bullshit. He's kind of, to me, shading away from what the real issue was. He's saying they were having a successful thing until they went on the road, so he's somewhat blaming the road trip for the situation. They played exhibition games in Atlanta before the season opened in Philadelphia. To me, the biggest issue of this whole thing, and it's kind of unreasonable for him to say they're putting the staff health and primary focus first at the beginning of the statement, because they knew that this happened. They knew that a couple of their players had been positive. And it boggles my mind that this game still went forth, considering everything that they've worked so hard for. They could have just postponed that game. The Marlins and Phillies are going to play more games in the future. Could have figured that out. But no, they chose to play, and now we got a couple of teams with potential issues. 2 games being postponed as a result. And honestly, I saw a poll today of whether the MLB season is going to finish. The fans voting, and 83% had voted no, not a chance. And while I think the chances of finishing are much higher than that, I do believe the way that this was handled is just a sign of things to come, and hopefully it's a wake-up call for the rest of the teams that this is a serious pandemic and you can't take it lightly. And believe it or not, David Price took this as an opportunity to come out and hit the Twitter streets saying basically, this is exactly why I wasn't playing this season. I knew the MLB wouldn't be able to keep their promise of keeping the players safe, blah, blah, blah. And basically took his shot, like, I told you so. I knew this was going to happen. This is why I'm sitting out. Well, while I don't blame him for making that post, I don't think it adds anything to the situation. These players chose to play. Some of them wanted to play. And some of them aren't in the best situation as he is, and rich, and already made his career, and can sit at home and not risk losing out on their potential dreams. So, as much as he's okay to say it, I think he should have just shut up and let it go. But this is where we're at. Marlins games postponed. Not sure how this is going to result for the rest of the season, but games are still playing. Like, it's Monday now. I'm doing a little bit later in the day because I have the office job, but they've already played some games. Are in the books now for Monday. Gonna just keep going, I guess, and we'll see what results from this. Hopefully, no Phillies and that bad comes from this. But however they figure it out, seems likely that the Marlins game will also be postponed tomorrow. Can't say the same about the Phillies game. New York's currently in Philly, and they're just waiting instructions. I think they offered to play the games in New York instead, because Wednesday, Thursday, they're playing in New York against the Phillies anyway, so they could just play 3 there. And not really sure. We're just going to follow this story, and I just wanted to put it out there that my opinion is that this Marlins, they're to blame for this. They shouldn't have been playing this Sunday game. They knew there's some positives in the locker room already. They needed to figure it out, the testings and that, to know that there's 2 and to play, and the end result is there's 14. Big mistake. And honestly, I don't know how this is going to play out for them, or really the rest of the teams going forward. But thanks for listening to my little rant, a little update on the happenings around the MLB, particularly around this pandemic. I'm just trying to get used to doing little quick videos on rants, news, and then we can post them and go from there. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like. There's going to be lots of these little short videos, power ranking stuff coming for us. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time.